Hello and welcome to this tutorial of finding the reverse of a given number. So what are we going to need? First of all, I will require a number on which I have to perform the operation, followed by a temporary variable in which I will store this value. I will require the remainder and the reverse number. The reverse number. Now, what is the essence of the code? Suppose I have a number 1, 5, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, anything. Now, how can I find the reverse of this number? By seeing, yes, you can say that is 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 2, 5, 1. Now, I need to find an algorithm, a logic to jump from this state to this state. What I want initially is that my n is this, and what I want finally is that Rn is this, and I need a little logic. Now, what all things are required is that cout, enter a number. This is very simple, and take the input from the user n, and in the final what I need is from the user I have taken the input, and finally I will write reverse of n is an reverse number. Okay, now one thing that you should be very much able to grasp is that I have to perform certain arithmetic operations on this number to get here. But if I do any operation on n, the value of n will be lost. So what we can do is we have used a temporary variable x and saved the value of n over here. So now we can perform the operations on x and a value of n will be saved with us. Now somehow I have to perform operations on this and go to Rn. Now initially let us say that Rn is also 0. Why we have done it, we will come to know. Now if you look at this number, so it is 1, 5, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now let me make it more clear to you. See, I have a number, say it is any number, say 1, 2, 5, 6. Okay, now I want to make it 6, 5, 2, 1. Now how can I make it 6, 5, 2, 1? Any ideas? You can pause the video right now, just think about anything, and if you cannot, then I'll tell you. What we can do is that divide this number by 10. Okay, I have 1, 2, 5, 6. I divide it by 10. What I get if I divide this number by 10? I get 1. That's for sure. If not, you can use the calculator to be very much sure about whatever I am saying. This is my calculator. I write 1, 2, 5, 6 divided by 10. It gives me 125. Okay, so 125 is my quotient and 6 will be my remainder. Okay, so 125 is my quotient, and what will be my remainder? So remainder I can use 1256 percent 10. That is going to give me 6. Okay, so what I require right now is just 6. because 6 will be the very first digit of my new number. So what I do is reverse number equals to this x percent 10. So remainder equals to the number which is x percent 10 and my Rn equals to remainder. Okay. Now comes the updation. I have done this. Now I want this I have extracted. Now I want to extract 5. How can I do? I can do is that divided by 10 again. Hence my number will be 125 because it is integer division. So 125, that was the integer part, will be my quotient. So what I can do is that write x equals to x by 10. Okay. Now let us go to the second iteration. This was the first iteration in which I have used the number itself. Now in the second iteration, my number is, see, this is 6 is my reverse number right now. And now x becomes 125. Okay. Now I have to do 125 by 10 and 125 percent 10. 125 by 10 gives 12 and 125 percent 10 gives 5. Okay. Now I have again got 5. Now what I want that this 5 should come after 6. You go here, remainder is equals to x percent 10, fine. But if I do Rn equals to remainder, what is going to happen is that Rn will become 5 except instead of 65. Now I have to find a way such that 5 comes after 6 and it becomes 65. Now if you look at the number 65, it is 60 plus 5. If you still don't get it, what we have to do is we have to multiply 6 by 10 and then add 5 to it. This is what we have to do. 6 multiplied by 10 plus 5. Hence, remainder equals to this. Okay. Reversed number equals to reversed number multiplied by 10 plus remainder. What happens now is that my number Rn was 6. Okay. So I have written 6 over here. Now new remainder is 5. You can see here new remainder is 5. So what happens? Rn equals to Rn into 10. Value of Rn right now is 6. So it becomes 60 plus 5. 60 plus 5 is 65. The reverse number becomes 65. Then x equals to x by 10. Now the number becomes 1 to 12. Again 12 by 10 gives 1 and 12% 10 gives 2. Again come here, remainder is 2. Reverse number equals to Rn multiplied by 10. Now what was my Rn? This. So 65, I need 2 over here. What happens? We multiply 65 by 10. It gives me 650. Now I add 2 over here and it gives me 650 plus 2 equals to 652. Pretty much over there. We have got 652 here. Now again, in my next iteration, what is going to happen is that the number will become 1. Okay, 1 by 10 and 1% 10. 1 by 10 will be 0 and 1% 10 will give me 1. Now the remainder is 1. My Rn is 652. I add 652, multiplied 652 by 10. It gives me 6520. Add 1 to it, it becomes 6251. So initially my number was 1256 and my Rn has become 6521. One thing that you have to note is there, when should we stop? This is a loop. It is going to run iterate one after the other. But when we should stop, that is something you have to think. You can pause the video right now and think what can be the condition in which it is going to stop. As you can see, a condition here, 1 by 10 equals to 0. So in the final line of the code, x equals to x by 10, x becomes 0. So my condition will be while x is not equals to 0. So let us apply it over here. While x is not equals to 0, what things we have to do? We have to write remainder equals to x percent 10, remainder equals to x percent 10, followed by Rn equals to Rn into 10 plus remainder, Rn equals to Rn into 10 plus remainder, and x equals to x by 10. This is my code, and now run the code. Okay, this was just to understand. My code is here, and run the code. Enter a number 1256. It gives me 6521. Thank you for watching CS75.in tutorials.